kiss on the hand, maybe. Quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Christina on the street is a go-getter. Christina on the street is very pretty, you know. She'll be everything that I need to do to get a roof over my head, to get food in my mouth, to make it, you know. I guess I can say she's a prostitute, but I don't like saying that. Escort sounds somewhat better to me. Vegas is Sin City. You give your life into sin, you do what the city wants you to do. And it's just money central. I mean, it's scam town. So why not join it and get what you can while you can before it spits you out?
Come and get me, boys.
Now listen up.
Before prison,
This is jail.
there's jail, where guilt or innocence hangs in the balance. And each day brings you one step closer to your fate. During 1 year, National Geographic followed the lives of officers and inmates in the city of Las Vegas. For a jail that sees nearly 80,000 arrestees each year, you never know who's coming in next.
Put your chest on.
This is the world of hard time. Las Vegas, a city that chases after lust and drugs and pushes people right up to and over the edge. Cross the line and you end up here, the Clark County Detention Center, the largest jail in Vegas. For most people, life stops when they go to jail. But for repeat offenders, this is a second home. And love, life, and relationships continue behind bars.
You see them coming over and over again, and they'll tell us, yeah, I'm gonna change this time, I'm gonna do better, I'm gonna do better. And we see them right back. Las Vegas is a fast-paced town. 24 hours, whatever you want, you can get it. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, prostitution. Even though prostitution is illegal, a lot of them girls, that's where they make their money, is in the casinos off the tourists.
Every night at 3 a.m., dozens of sex workers are brought into the jail. And tonight, there's a new arrival. Christina's here for giving a false name to a police officer. Her real name is Paul Allen. A transgender from small-town Arkansas, she's found her place as an escort in Sin City.
Work comes easy. You just see dollar signs. It's in your face. Money, 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 money. You're brainwashed by money. At first, it sounds good. Oh, I'll just be eye candy. I'll just be going out with someone. But there's still so many hours you have to spend with them. There's still so many things you have to do. You get all dolled up and do all these things just for what? To do it all over again for the next highest bidder. Sad.
It's Christina's first time in jail since dating her new boyfriend, who's asked her to give up prostitution.
Charlie. I try not to lie about it. He knows what I do anyway. I'm already dressed out. We always fight about it all the time. You know, he tells me right now, you're gonna be good in there. Yeah, I miss you. What am I gonna do?
I came here like 2 weeks.
I'm sitting here waiting to go upstairs.
Oh.
I'm gonna try and get out soon. I don't know if I can. Okay, I'm glad you do. All right, well, I love you. I'll see you when I get out.
I'm gonna go.
All right, I love you more than that. All right, bye.
For some, jail can be a break from the hustle of the street. But for someone like Christina, it can also be dangerous.
Alan.
Transgenders face violence in general population.
Arms out of your shirt. Straight down. All the way down the front.
So Christina is headed to protective custody,
left.
where she'll do time with other high-risk inmates.
Go get an extra large setup, blanket, everything for going upstairs. Straight through that.
I think if I was put in the general population, I'd be at risk. The assumption of me being the escort, the prostitute, that I'm gonna offer favors for them.
Go to the hallway and go right again, straight down.
I don't want to be passed around. I don't want to be held down. I don't want that stuff to happen. Because in the end, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'll get put in the hole. Put me wherever you have to put me. It makes it for the better. My safety and theirs. Just save me from it. Put me here.
But even in protective custody, Christina faces temptations. Sex can be a lucrative hustle behind bars, and Christina's traded sex in jail before.
There's just guys hollering, you know. Those are the ones that are gonna be, psst, hey, little mama, you know, they wanna holler and just try and slide you food, thinking we're gonna, I guess because they know either we're working girls and food is equivalent to money here.
Commissary, extra food, is traded as currency in jail. It can mean the difference between a comfortable stay and doing hard time.
drugs. You should give me one. You should give me one.
Now, Christina faces a choice: prostitute again behind bars or make a clean break. In a town where sex and drugs are a 24-hour trade, kicking old habits isn't easy. And for Marcella Stroop, temptation is what keeps her coming back to jail.
I'm addicted to Vegas. I get in too much trouble out here. Chasing a fantasy or something. I want fast money, and always ends me up here.
You were both fun, you're a loser.
I'm a career criminal, that's what they call me. I've been coming here every 3 months for 12 years. I'm usually so drunk and out of it, I don't remember anything until I'm in jail. It's sad. It comes back in bits and pieces, but it's not anything good.
Stay on the wall, square up to the wall. Quiet.
A drug addict and an alcoholic, Marcella's been charged with her third felony: possession of meth with intent to sell. She's taken a plea and faces at least 3 months in prison. Marcella will ride out any day. But inmates headed to prison think they have little to lose, and they can be a handful for officers.
What is it? What is it, boy? It's like a hot cocoa.
I have a really bad problem with authority. I don't like to listen to other people. I don't like people telling me what to do.
Hand me that commissary that was just given to you.
At Chow, Marcella's caught in an illegal commissary trade with another inmate.
That's a commissary, it's a violation of Rule 113.
The reality of heading to prison has put Marcella on a downward spiral. But her boyfriend is on his best behavior. David Hinton's fighting a felony for domestic violence against Marcella.
They're trying to say that I habitually had motive to go and keep committing my crimes over and over again. That's dude. You know, I didn't even commit a crime.
In a meth-fueled binge, David and Marcella get into a fight. The marks around her neck suggest strangulation.
The marks were made in the morning before the fight when we were having sex. We're into some interesting things. She's into erotic asphyxia. She likes when she has an orgasm when she's choked. So there was a mark on her neck, and then the paddle made marks. And when we got into the argument, I took off, she took off, and she was drunk enough and mad enough to have the cops kind of lead her into a statement.
It's not David's first domestic violence charge. He has a history of anger problems. But Marcella refuses to testify against him.
If you don't get the strangulation thing dropped, then I don't know. That's like all he's been in jail for is domestic violence. He likes to beat girls up.
For Marcella and David, love and lust continue even after arrest.
They tried to put me on stand and his case is against me, you know, so it's like, I don't remember. I was drunk, I don't know.
Separated by 4 floors, they keep their relationship alive the only way they can, through the mail.
It's her expression of her love for me, I guess. This is what I look forward to, a mail from her. This is what I live for in here. A smut letter is just a sex letter. What I'm gonna do to you when I get out, or what I'd be doing to you right now if I was out. It's just a great way to spend some time over mail. So, Daddy, you're sitting on the couch watching, flipping through the channels, when I walk into the room wearing nothing but stilettos and some pink see-through lace boy shorts. I'm ready, Daddy, I tell you. So you pull me down to you and start kissing me, and I know that I want to make you happy forever if you'll let me. What's next? I got more coming your way. And that's probably the most G-rated one that I have. Yeah, you don't really want to read one that I write, because they're way more descriptive.
I got this one yesterday. He just was talking about you guys and saying that He read one of my letters. I hope he really didn't.
He read a little bit of one of the letters.
Oh my God. He's a weirdo. Oh my God, what is wrong with that man?
We have normal letters too. Okay, it says, "Hi, love. Do you know how much I love your guts? More than words can ever express. Anywho, I'm hoping everything is good with you. I tried to call your dad.
We don't really know each other. We're off drugs, you know. I think the most we've ever been around each other was like 2 days clean, and that's because we didn't have any dope. Being in here though, being able to write, I think it's made us like a little bit more closer, you know.
In the letters, we talk about our feelings for each other a little more. We're a little bit more open. We just communicate more.
But David is just days away from trial. Even with Marcella on his side, he could still face 5 years in prison.
I'm not guilty. A lot of people say that, but I'm really not. So hopefully I'm going home, but I'm preparing myself for prison. Because you never know.
And now Marcella's facing a different kind of hard time. Her fight with the officer has landed her in the hole, a jail within jail.
She just pissed me off. She's like, I follow the rules, and I'm like, well, obviously I don't. That's why I come to jail. I mean, crap, give me a break, lady. Yep. I like it here better anyways. It's quiet.
With little time left before Marcella heads to prison, and with David's trial on the way, they now face the possibility of a 5-year separation. At the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, Christina's been charged with giving a false name to a police officer. She's awaiting her sentence in protective custody.
Well, hello. I know her as well.
And she's wasted no time reconnecting with old friends.
It's a testosterone blocker.
Right.
And then I get my shots every 2 weeks.
Are you still allowed to? I mean, they still give you hormones?
Oh yeah, I still get my hormones.
In protective custody, transgender inmates are housed along with gang defectors and sex offenders.
You're so dehumanized here, you just learn to stick together.
Jailhouse sissies, that's what they are. Jailhouse sissies. They're sick in the brain. I gotta wake up, I gotta look at it. I gotta sit down and look at it. It makes me sick to the stomach to just stare at this over here. Right? Tell them, jailhouse sissies, right? Yeah. Hey. Jailhouse, yeah. It sucks being in here. They're sick in the mind, they're not normal.
We look out for each other, make sure we're not getting hassled by the other inmates, take care of each other. We're still classified as male because we're not completely done with our surgeries yet. We even have COs come in and tell us we'll respond as male, we're gonna call you sir, which is an insult. Because we don't see ourselves as male, but that's the way they want to play the game, so we do what we have to get by.
For the girls in here, you know.
We get in trouble if we do anything to try to keep our femininity in here or enhance the femininity in here at all, because then they assume that we're going to try to start working the guys for their commissary.
Lock us down. I don't want to be put in a hole.
Sex is illegal in jail, and officers are quick to separate relationships. What starts as a trade for extra food can quickly turn into violence. Christina says she sold sex in jail before, but her boyfriend Charlie has asked her to give up prostitution, and she has promised to stay faithful.
I'm with someone, so I'm not trying to risk all that. It's the first time I've been away from his side. I mean, he knows I've told him the truth about everything I've done, but you're not supposed to do those things, you know. My biggest fear right now is that he'll leave me. That for some reason they want to be harsh to me and I get 3 months or something and there's no way to get to him, you know, and he just leaves. You know, I'm gonna get out and there'll be nothing. I don't want him to leave me. He's the best guy I've been with. I love him to death.
Being cut off from someone in jail, for Charlie, is a different kind of doing time. Unemployed for years, he's scraped by on food stamps, but he refuses to live off Christina's prostitution.
She says that there's no love involved in it, and she said most of the time it's not sex. But if she wants to keep on going down this road, I see her, you know, maybe dead in a gutter somewhere or in a dumpster. I'd rather sleep outside and be homeless than actually let her hook. She's told me that she's had relationships in jail with men. I told her I don't know what to do. I can't trust her. I want to be with you, but I'm not going to keep on being with you if you're going to be sleeping around on me. And for her to be in a jail and she's like surrounded by men, I mean, it doesn't make me feel good.
Time stops in jail, and everyone has to deal with being cut off from relationships.
You can sit here and you can talk yourself into believing anything. I imagine a lot of people's relationships can end in here because they get upset about any little thing.
Every phone call, every piece of mail is a lifeline to the outside world. But inmates are not allowed to call each other.
If you're expecting mail, go ahead and seat up at your bunk area.
And it's been 2 weeks since David's gotten a letter from Marcella.
Cardoso?
I stayed up at that desk every day and waited for my name to get called, and I didn't get nothing. That sucks. She could get depressed and not write me for another week, and it's nothing I can do about it except write her. And that's the worst, when you write her and then she's too sad to get up and write back, and then your mind really wanders. What's going on with her? What's going on with us? What's going on? Period.
Already a week in the hole, Marcella has cut herself off from the outside.
He likes to write 12 pages about nothing. I'm like, how do you find anything to say? There's the same crap every day. I mean, we've said everything we could possibly say to each other. You know, the rest of the world keeps moving, but it's the same thing every day here. It sucks.
If isolation offers anything, it's time to think about your mistakes. After a decade of chasing meth, Marcella no longer lives with her 6-year-old daughter.
I was thinking I wanted to go back to my mom's in New Mexico and get my kid. I want to be able to take her to the park and take her to school. You know, I never got to do that stuff. Every time I'd be like, oh, tomorrow, maybe next week. Just let me smoke 2 more bowls. Let me hit a couple more licks.
Bro, coming off the free time?
I try to call like once a week. I don't really like talking on the phone to her because it makes me upset. Hello? Hi, Mama. Okay, where's my baby at? Can I talk to her real quick? Hi, baby. I love you. What are you doing? What did you do at school today? Math? Ooh, I bet you're so smart. I love you. Anywho. Oh. Hey, baby, look, I have to go. Mama has to go, okay? I'll call you when I get to prison, okay? All right, I love you, baby. Bye. She always asks me, Mom, when are you coming home? Are you out of being in trouble yet? I'm like, no, not yet. No, I probably had to come here for me to get right. I wouldn't have done it on my own out there.
For Marcella, jail is her only break from the temptations of the street. But David can't get out soon enough.
Mr. Hinton.
And today, he'll learn his fate. He's been accused of strangling Marcella during an argument. Days before trial, the DA has offered a deal in exchange for a guilty plea, probation.
Jones? Hinton?
Today, the judge decides if the deal goes through.
Communicate with your lawyer at a low tone. Once the judge takes a bench, the lawyer is the only one you can communicate with. Go ahead and step on out.
David could still face time in prison and a more permanent separation from Marcella. In Vegas County Jail, David's just heard good news. In exchange for a guilty plea, he's been offered probation. He's accepted the deal, and he'll be out by the end of the week.
The second I found out I got what I wanted, my attorney had to come over and say, don't smile, don't smile, don't smile. Couldn't have gone any better.
Step on to the right.
The morning holds another surprise. Marcella has been brought to a nearby holding cell to clear up some paperwork. It's a chance encounter in the crowded churn of jail.
David, I love you.
I love you too, baby. That was my old lady. I missed her. Yeah.
It's David's first chance to see Marcella in months, and his only shot before her transfer to prison. But stepping out of line means a trip to the hole.
I'd say there was a flood of emotions. I wish I got to talk to her.
Hey, babe. Is that to me? Babe, I love you. I'm like, that voice is really familiar. So I took a shot. Yeah, I did. I walked right past her too fast. It's like, I love you too, baby. I love you, babe.
Back in his pod, David shares the big news.
Only thing they stipulated was me having to take years worth of domestic violence classes. I got to pay a $750 fine and do 100 hours of community service.
After 5 months in jail, David's about to face a new reality.
Well, that ain't number 2 more days.
Yeah, 2 more days.
Moving back home with his father.
Hello? Yeah, so I'll make it quick. Oh, I got probation. I love the old man, but we don't get along all that well sometimes. He doesn't have a positive thing to say about anybody, man. It's rough. All right, Dad, I love you. A lot of my drug use is like, that's it. I can't handle you anymore. I'm gonna go get out.
In a suburb of Las Vegas, Don Hinton is preparing to welcome his son home.
I don't know if this means I'm a good parent or not, but...
He wants to give David a fresh start, without Marcella.
I disapprove of the relationship that he has with the current girlfriend. Now, let the little rascal complain about me not taking care of him. It's just been about the last year that I think David got involved with drugs, and I think maybe Marcella might have had something to do with that. Get. Well behaved, aren't you? He's changed a lot since he's been with Marcella. I'm not supposed to say that. But I'm not blind, and I'm not somebody who won't speak out. He can't come back if she comes with him.
Today, Marcella is being brought back to general population. After 10 days in the hole, she's already imagining a new life with David.
He's different than any dude I've ever been with. Most of the dudes are like, she's in jail, time to find a new one. He didn't abandon me. I hope he gets out before me so he can go back to work and get a place. I'm gonna ask him to stick me in a halfway house if he's not out. I think that's probably my only shot at making it.
In protective custody, Christina says she's kept her promise not to prostitute. But it's been days since she's been able to reach Charlie.
You're just gonna think the worst. Since I am a prostitute, he's thinking, oh God, what is she in there doing with all these guys that she can pick from or whatever else, and it's not what you think. Got voicemail. I mean, we've been inseparable. We've been on each other's hip for 2.5 months, and just to get split up like that, maybe that's been unhealthy for us, and that's why we're going through this now.
Stop right there, face the wall. Shoulder to shoulder.
After 3 days in jail, Christina's finally headed to court, where she'll learn her sentence.
I just want to be released and go home. Mostly Charlie.
She's hoping for a quick release, so she can prove to Charlie that she's finally left prostitution behind. At the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, it's Christina's moment of truth. She's been charged with giving false information to a police officer. Today in court, she's pleaded guilty in exchange for time served.
The judge gave you credit for time served, which means you're going to be released today. You're done. Go through the door. Turn to your left.
I feel good. I feel great. I'll see my baby. I'm getting out of here. I'm excited. I can go home.
I'm out of here.
I gotta call Charlie, tell him I'm out of here, I guess. And we can be here. Otherwise, I'll have to wait forever.
Put your back on the wall right here, honey.
I wanna kiss Charlie. I'll be all over him, I'm sure. I don't wanna do nothing more, nothing less.
He has to get dressed out, though. All right, you're gonna get your clothes back. Put all those clothes in the brown bag. And don't come to the window.
In jail,
Okay.
sentences are often short, and a return to the street is where the challenges begin.
Alan.
Charlie was right, you know.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
We always fight about who's right or wrong. I guess I gotta give in and play this woman role, whatever else, and just not prostitute.
Stand right there, and when we're ready up here, we'll call you up.
Okay. I can taste it.
Get over here to this door. Just turn the handle down.
Charlie!
Of course he wouldn't be here. Ma'am, do you have a phone I may use to call? May I use it, please? I just got out of jail. Oh, thank you. Are you from Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thanks. All right. I'm excited. I'm out. I'm free. And Charlie! No, I didn't. I don't understand. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Charlie. Charlie, where are you at? Where are you at? Honey, where are you at? Why are you doing this to me? Let me talk to Justin right now. A black tranny said I cheated on him.
Charlie has accused Christina of prostituting in jail.
Why not? Justin, what am I gonna do?
Now he says that he's moved
okay,
on.
all right then, bye, thanks. Oh my God. So, this is horrible. This is not the perfect ending to this story. Sir, is there a way I can borrow your phone, please?
Sorry.
No problem. Thanks for nothing. Sir, do you have a phone I may use? Please, I just got out of jail. I don't have... Ma'am, do you have a phone I may use? Thank you so much. You look spiffy. Thank you. Charlie, I forgive you of whatever happened or whatever you had to do, anything else. But Charlie, you know I love you. I have nowhere to go. We've been through too much. It's been 3 months. I don't know why you're gonna let someone come in between us. If that's the case, I don't know, but... How am I lying, honey? Shut up and listen. Get that ugly out of your mind and stop around, honey. Please do not make me go back on the street. Please. I will forgive you of everything. I am telling you the truth. Don't worry, you know what? I'll be over there. Watch the windows. I know where she lives. And she's gonna give you AIDS. I'm telling you the truth. Goodbye, Charlie. I'll see you. I'm gonna your ass up, too. Otherwise, you can see me at the lounge or dead on the street, because now I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna prostitute. Bye. I loved you. Yeah, if he calls, just tell him I'm at the bus station. Sorry. Hey. See how he sings it? Adios. Sorry, if I have to work, I'm gonna work also as well, because I don't know where to go. Oh, look at this amazing. Hey, Didi. Sorry, I'm having a good time. I'm free, I'm out. I'm really not gonna hurt no one. I can't fight anyway. If anything, I'd get beat up. I want to damage her things, but there's no point in that either. She needs to work and take care of that loser. I'll talk. It doesn't matter.
Abandoned by Charlie and with nowhere to live, Christina turns to what she knows best.
All I gotta do is just walk and catch a date, and I'll be fine.
Less than an hour out of jail, she's headed to work the streets to earn enough money to get through the night. At the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, it's David Hinton's big day.
All right, bye. Hinton.
Yes, sir.
You're a kick out, man. You're out of here.
Thank you.
All right. Get your stuff rolled up.
He's finally getting released on probation.
All right, brother. Good luck to you, man.
God bless you.
I feel good that I'm getting out of here, but, you know, I'm a little apprehensive. I could always get myself into trouble and come right back.
After months in a controlled environment, David's about to taste freedom.
And the reason you were arrested?
Domestics.
But he'll also have to face his drug problem and a violent temper.
You know, the drug use is always going to be there.
Hey, buddy. Hey, bro, I got a question for you. Do you have a cell phone I can use for 1 minute so I can call a ride?
The people I call my friends are all drug users, and I'm really going to have to separate myself from a lot of people that I associated with.
All right, I'm on the back side of the jail. Will you come get me? All right, Dad, I love you. Bye-bye.
I've been on drugs since I was 19, so that's going to be something that's kind of hard.
Just gonna let my truck sit dirty like that? You haven't washed it? What the hell's wrong with you?
Not a chance in hell.
I washed your truck before.
When?
When you first bought it.
Oh,
you haven't mowed the lawn
You
apparently
can mow
either.
the lawn. We wait.
I don't mow the lawn.
Yeah, you will mow the lawn.
No, I will not.
Room looks good.
Everyone was in my stuff again. That's right. Wanna know how much I weighed when I went in there? 197. Yeah, that's 45 pounds I gained.
Okay, Chubby. Let's go down and visit P&P.
You wanna hold it?
Not really.
David's release comes with a short leash, regular visits to the probation office, and domestic violence classes to control the temper that sent him to jail in the first place.
You tell him your attorney said to bring the packet to him.
Oh, well, no. My attorney just said right.
No, just...
Well, no. I'm
They
following the
wanna have
advice of my attorney.
Okay, now you wait a minute. They're
Don't
probably
argue
going to
with me,
have you sit
goddammit.
down and wait to talk to somebody.
No,
or
because
some-
that part of the thing is closed. At 2:30, the interviews are no longer
Well,
conducted.
just be prepared in case they
God,
do.
you argue with everything. You know
You know
that?
what?
Don't
Shut up.
overpower me.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
And this is it. You're just going to be immature. You don't want to talk about it. The hell you don't.
Jesus Christ, you are got a problem.
Yeah, my problem is you and your attitude.
Yeah.
You act like your don't stink. This is your
Oh, I'll beat the out of this truck.
You want this? You getting this?
You.
Don't slam the door.
Two nights out of jail, Christina's found Charlie. She's convinced him that she was faithful, and he's agreed to give her another chance.
I was just trying to find a way to put her in the back of my mind, try to forget about her, you know? And I just couldn't stop thinking about her, and I do care about her a lot.
The agreement was I will never cheat or work while I'm with him, ever. And he would take me back, so that's that. I won't. The one thing I've wanted in life the most is just love, just to find love. Love is blind, love just hits you. It'll see you through anything.
But Christina's decision not to prostitute brings a new reality. No income. And without money, no home.
I think no one's gonna help me. That's what homeless people do, feed pigeons. I'll be fine as long as you don't cheat on me.
I'm not gonna cheat on you.
I've given up a lot to be with you. You know, I've even chose.
I have too, okay?
I've chosen to be homeless with you.
I have too.
And if you were to turn a trick or cheat on me with it,
I'm not gonna do that, I told you that.
That would crush me.
But without money, food, or a place to live, for Christina, living within the law isn't always easy.
On the beach to the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami.
In Vegas jail, Marcela's settling back into life in her dorm. But it's a temporary stop. She's headed to prison soon for trafficking meth. After more than a dozen arrests, life behind bars is a world she knows well.
Same thing every time. I just come here, sit, wait, go somewhere else, do more time. I never get any help with my drug problem. I'm clean for a little while and then I'm high again. And then I end up going to jail and it happening all over again. It's probably happened like at least 15 times that I can count. It's a struggle out there, you know. You don't have a job, you're on drugs, you gotta pay rent. I'm like, crap, I wish I could just stay here so I could sleep all day, just longer. I mean, this is easy, I ain't gotta do nothing. Wake up when they yell at me and then go eat some food and go back to my room. I'd rather be broke and sitting in here, I think.
Getting out and facing the real world. For repeat offenders, it's where the challenges begin.
Dead man walking.
In Vegas jail, Marcela's transferring to prison today, starting the clock on her 3-month stay.
I'm happy to be going to prison. I'm just ready to go out of here. I can't handle this place. This place, it sucks.
I'm gonna get me a radio and some makeup and all kinds of fun stuff.
It's also a countdown to Marcela's release and her return to David.
We're both drug addicts. And that was basically our relationship. Me getting drunk and us smoking meth, you know? We'd fight when we weren't on it, so. I don't really want to smoke meth anymore. I'm tired of it. But I do have an urge to drink. That's gonna be a struggle when I get out. Alcohol. I don't want to say it, but I think I have a pretty good chance of probably up.
Across town, David's doing his best to stick to the terms of his probation, staying out of trouble. But Marcela's release from prison could change that.
The success in our relationship does depend on whether we're sober or not. If we get to doing dope again, we're gonna be, broke for one, and doing everything that we were doing before, which was foolish, and it could put us both in a really bad situation.
Stop it.
Marcela does like to drink, and that would be a problem for me and her parole officer. If she starts drinking again, I'm leaving. And not gonna come back.
For Christina and Charlie, the reality of being homeless is sinking in. A week out of jail and with no money, they'll have to find shelter for the night.
I actually felt better in jail. I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna do. There was a meal.
I mean, we're probably gonna have to do something for food. I don't really know about if there's any homeless shelters around here, that feed you and stuff, but.
Are you hungry?
I mean, I'm a little hungry, but it's not like I'm gonna starve overnight, like maybe tomorrow morning, I'll be all right,
Christina leaves Charlie to look for food, and it's not long before she's breaking the law.
I've stolen before. I just have certain stores I'll hit up. It's high risk, of course, but it's not like I'm stealing mass quantity. It's just something to eat.
I don't want her to steal anyways, because she's pretty adamant on it. She said, oh, I've never been caught before, so it only takes one time, you know? I just think stealing is, you know, bad.
Hours later, Christina still hasn't returned.
I didn't think you were coming back. I thought they busted you.
No. I want meat, something to eat. I'm hungry. Do you understand that?
Yeah, you're hungry. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting fed up, man. This is too much, man. This is just too much.
Because I stole something to eat.
And what if you went to jail? Hmm?
I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I thought about that still.
Oh my God! You don't think about that. You don't get caught until you get caught.
It's not a felony.
Whatever. You're like a little kid, man. You don't listen to. You don't care if you go to jail. You don't care. No, I'm good. I don't want to eat right now. I'm pissed off, man. You're driving me nuts, man. You are driving me nuts.
Well, you're doing it to yourself, honey.
Yeah, I'm doing it myself.
I'm trying to help.
Oh. I really do feel like this is Sin City. You know, it's too much for me, man. I'm cracking.
Would you stop it? What are you doing? I'm still crying. I'm trying the best that I can to do it. I can. All right?
In Las Vegas, getting out of jail is the easy part. But staying out is a different story. Across town, another night gets underway at the Clark County Detention Center.
Come on, man. They threw me against the car. For what? What am I in there for? Oh, I'm drunk and driving. I had a couple of beers, but I'm not drunk.
You want a couple of
I didn't do
nothing wrong, so I'm not resisting, sir. Yeah, you do every time you come in here. Every time. Just talk to them. Every time you come in, man. Have a seat. No, just have a seat, man. You're not gonna get the phone. You don't get them till you get out of the chains, and you know that. You've been here before. You know the deal.
And when life on the streets gets tough, repeat offenders are always welcome back.
This is just a bad dream.
What do you do?
I'm absolutely innocent.
I'm American.
I did not do this.
I live in California.
I've never tortured an American before. You're on death row? All because I said American. Everyone up! They got drug smugglers, they got murderers and rapists in there. I just want a fighting chance to go home. That's all I need.